Joanna Dark dodged a bullet. She lives another day, at least in hiding, but she's not ugly. This is great news because they were going to ruin what they were working on with the next Perfect Dark game, but now it has been effectively canceled and the initiative has been shut down by Microsoft. So let's go ahead and dive into this video. So here we have confirmed Microsoft to shut down initiative and canceled Perfect Dark. Now, this was in collaboration with Crystal Dynamics. You guys know, I've covered this before, but you guys know that Crystal Dynamics is responsible for the modern state of Tomb Raider and has been effectively ruining the franchise, aside from the remasters that were fantastic, but alas, Crystal Dynamics did not develop those. That was done by Saber. Right? So what have we seen when it comes to Crystal Dynamics and especially in their modern iterations of character design? They were brought on board for this. For some reason, people fell upward. They ruined Lara Croft, so now they wanted them to ruin another iconic video game female protagonist with Joanna Dark. So let me move my face here and show you what was going to happen if you somehow missed this. Here we have classic Joanna Dark, just fierce, beautiful, stunning. Well, this isn't classic, actually. This was Xbox 360 Perfect Dark Zero. Classic Joanna Dark would be this, right? Still beautiful, stunning, all of that. So then we have what Crystal Dynamics was ruining, right? Crystal Dynamics do not have a good track record, especially as of late, when it comes to character designs. They have made notoriously ugly character designs or just not the best put together. Granted, when you talk about reboot Lara Croft, especially in the 2013 game, she wasn't egregious. She actually was cute, but she didn't look like Lara Croft, and her hair was just kind of weird. But then she just got worse and worse with each game. And then now what you see what they've done with her with all of the collaboration projects, they keep making her look more and more androgynous. Look at what Crystal Dynamics did with the Avengers as well. Ugly character design, just not good. At best, it's like, okay, this is okay. But at best, they just are not good at, I have like hair in my face. They are not good at making compelling character designs. And this is especially egregious when you have previously really great character design that gets nerfed and uglified. Here's another picture right here, which every time I speak about these things, people are like, oh, but they just want to be more realistic. They just want to be more grounded. Because I get it. This isn't, it's very stylized. Well, if they want to be more grounded and realistic, this isn't the answer. Realism and androgyny is not more realistic. Oh, well, what if they just want to mature her and make her older? So why do you have to make her uglier just because she's getting older? That makes no sense. A beautiful woman will be a beautiful older woman if she doesn't ruin her face, right? So there's no excuse for this. If you want to look at like grounded character design, look at something like Expedition 33. Here is CL looking beautiful. And they didn't go like a super stylized route. They stayed grounded. She looks beautiful. And then, of course, Lune as well. Right? They did not have to make characters ugly. The whole, oh, we want grounded, we want realistic, we don't want overly sexualized. That's an excuse. And first of all, I don't even think Joanna Dark was too overly sexualized. Like, there were some marketing materials that one could argue, but in the actual games, that was not the case at all. She was beautiful and she was awesome. Now, especially if you're talking in the first game too. The original Perfect Dark. I mean, perfect. Literally perfect, right? So this is great news to see this all be shut down. I've covered this. Now, when they first announced it, I remember it was at I was reacting to it on stream and I was super excited. This was before I knew that they were bringing Crystal Dynamics on board. I was like, yes, I love Perfect Dark. This is great news, right? Well, unfortunately, my dreams were shattered whenever they did announce that Crystal Dynamics were being brought on board. At the first reveal teaser, we only got like the back of her head. We had her red hair flowing. I don't know. That's the thing. They could even do the pixie like we got in the actual classic, but it still looks feminine and she still looks really pretty. But instead, they just go for this. I don't know what it is with these modern developers when they try to make modern women, and even when they give them the short hair, it's always some like, you could literally paste this haircut on a dude and it would work. If you're gonna give a character or work with a character who already has short hair, right? Joanna Dark already has short hair, so if you want to give her short hair, give her a female haircut, a female pixie cut. Don't just put a dude's hair on her and call it a day. So after 7 years, right? So they also, this has been in development for at least 5. Is it 7 years since the development that they've been working on this game, or 7 years of the studio? I don't know, but they have been working on this for a long time, right? Microsoft has revealed broad layoffs hitting 4% of its global workforce. I mean, we've been seeing layoff after layoff after layoff in the gaming industry at large, but why has that been? It's because, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I've been covering on this channel for years now. It's because gaming has gone massively downhill. We have seen just this less of a focus on actual good gameplay and more of a focus on trying to reach a modern audience with dumbed down gameplay. And with queer ideology, all of this new activism that people are all about that they're inserting, and demonic ideology, that is the woke ideology, that they have been inserting into these games. Games have gotten really gay. Games have gotten really watered down and babied down for modern audiences. There are rare exceptions. Now, Expedition 33, I sing these games praises all the time because it is truly a fantastic game. And it revived the mainstream public's interest in turn-based RPGs, which I love to see that, because I have been saying for so many years now, stop trying to destroy turn-based RPGs. Stop trying to pretend like gamers don't want turn-based RPGs anymore. Turn-based RPGs are superior. This took, and I have a complete video talking about how Expedition 33 could save gaming, right? And I truly think that's the case. And we've even seen Square Enix talk about how they want to put more focus on turn-based RPGs now, and how this is even, Expedition 33 has even inspired Square Enix, which finally, thank goodness, I dunked on Square Enix not long ago because of what they've done. Expedition 33 is what Square Enix should have done with Final Fantasy a long time ago, more similar lines, right? Instead, they took Final Fantasy, they watered it down dramatically, and they catered the games to shippers and just a totally different crowd, right? And so I would love to see Final Fantasy take inspiration from Expedition 33 and its own roots, because I mean, the people who made Expedition 33 were big fans of like classic Square Enix works, right? So I do hope to see a rejuvenation with gaming. We don't have to have these monumental hundreds of millions of dollar budgets. We just need good games. So yeah, we've been seeing a lot of layoffs because a lot of these massive studios have hired a bunch of activists. They've hired a bunch of DEI hires instead of hiring people who are actually genuinely passionate about games. So literally the crew from Expedition 33 and the team behind Expedition 33 were working for Ubisoft, and it just shows how the talent was so suppressed because Ubisoft has just been sticking with that same overexpensive formula of trying to reach a modern audience, aka non-gamers. Have smaller budgets, focus on actual gamers, profit. Let's heckin' go, right? So this is great news that, you know, and while it is sad, I would love it if we actually got a new, great Perfect Dark game, because I love Perfect Dark, especially the original Perfect Dark. Absolutely legendary, fantastic. Joanna Dark, incredible character, right? I'm a big fan. Love me some Joanna Dark, right? So yeah, it's sad that we won't be able to see her, but it's good news that we won't be able to see a ruined version of her, because this right here was not Joanna Dark and never was going to be. So thank goodness that this has been canceled. So there you have it for this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And I do have a Bible channel that I would love to see you guys on. So I've like uploaded here a little less because I have been full force focusing on my Bible channel, making Bible content, daily devotionals, Bible verses of the day. And then I have some like Christian topics that I'll be talking a lot about in relation to what's going on in the world and all kinds of stuff like that. But I feel like I've gotten my system, gotten the routine of it, and I will still be able to make videos here. But my main focus is the Bible channel. I would love to see you guys there, even if you're not a believer. It would be awesome. We have a great community, and I would love to share the Word of God with you. So Bible time with Melanie Mack for that. And yeah, thank you all so much for hanging out with me. I'll catch you next time. And in the meantime, go boom.